Doom, the 1993 video game that is only played by hipsters and school shooters. And today, I'm going to give you an honest review of it. My name is Pyro Corby, and today, without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first thing to note about the game is that the mouse sensitivity is very high and it takes some time to get used to. The aiming system in this game is absolute dogcrap, since you can't look up or down, meaning it is hard to tell whether the enemy is there. On the brighter side, however, we have 4 different stages with 9 levels depending on what version of Doom you are playing. They all have creative names like Knee Deep in Dead, The Shores of Hell, Inferno, and Thy Flesh Consumed. Doom is one of those rare species of games where the modern community is still active. It is not surprising, however, because Doom is really easy to make mods for, according to some people. I did mention earlier that the mouse sensitivity is too high and it can't look up or down, but beside that, Doom's gameplay is really interesting because there's a wide array of stages and enemies. You also have 8 weapons to choose from, which I will get to in a while. When I was researching for this video, I also got 5 hours of playtime on Doom, and I'll hopefully finish it in a few days. I found the gameplay on the medium difficulties very enjoyable, but it's almost unbeatable on the higher difficulties. The fist is a melee weapon in Doom, and it's probably the most basic way of damaging your enemies when you run out of ammo. It has 2 to 20 base points of damage and 20 to 200 points with the Berserk power-up. The fist damages enemies at a top speed of 124 hits per minute. There's not much more to say about the fist except that it's an extremely basic weapon that would realistically never be used in favor of the chainsaw. Speaking of the chainsaw, it is a much better alternative to the fist as it deals the same damage as the fist, which means 2 to 20 points, but it damages the enemies at a top speed of 525 hits per minute. It's also a slightly better range than the fist, which makes it a better alternative in general. The pistol is the default ranged weapon in Doom, dealing 5 to 15 points of damage and shooting at the rate of 130 rounds per minute. It uses bullets as the ammo type, but is generally useless as you can get the shotgun in the first level. The shotgun is a much better alternative to the pistol, as despite it having a slower fire rate than the pistol with 57 rounds per minute, it deals much more damage, shooting 7 pellets, each dealing 5 to 15 points of damage. It uses shotgun shells as the ammo type. The chain gun, which is essentially the M61 Vulcan, is very good against small crowds of enemies, but depletes ammo very quickly. It deals 5 to 15 points of damage and shoots an outstanding rate of 525 rounds per minute. It uses bullets, which are the same ammunition as pistols, so the chain gun is generally a much better alternative. The rocket launcher is the only weapon in the game to use rocket as ammunition. It has a fire rate of 57 rounds per minute and deals 20 to 160 points of damage on a direct hit and 0 to 128 points of damage if the target is in a blast radius. My personal favorite, the plasma rifle, utilizes plasma cells as ammunition. It has the highest fire rate in the game at 700 rounds per minute and deals 5 to 40 points of damage. It is my favorite as it can take down large groups of enemies very easily. Finally, we have the staple of Doom games in general, the BFG 9000. It is a huge cannon that shoots large balls of green plasma. It has one of the slowest fire rates in the game at 53 rounds per minute, but it vaporizes almost every enemy instantly with its massive 100 to 800 points of damage. Like the plasma rifle, it uses energy cells as ammunition. All of the games I'll be making episodes on will be put on a leaderboard based on their score in these 4 categories: gameplay, graphics, content, and replay value. I would give Doom a 6 out of 10 for gameplay, as the mouse sensitivity and camera is mildly annoying. I would give a 7 out of 10 for graphics, as they were good for early 90s standards. I would give an 8 out of 10 for content, as you get a lot of other levels along with the game. And finally, a 10 out of 10 for replay value, as I really like coming back to Doom every once in a while. That bags Doom an average score of 7.75 out of 10, and it goes first on our leaderboard. Finally, thank you for watching and hopefully enjoying this short video, and please consider liking as it shows me someone is enjoying my work. Anyway, I will see you next time.